Good morning, team. It's Thursday. Thursday, the best day of the week. My happy day. We're nearly there at the weekend, team. I am David from CrossFit Cirencester, aka Coach Disco, and welcome back to Disco Fitness live at the Barn Theatre in Cirencester.
Hi, and I'm Anna, and again, like David said, thank you again for joining us. We are on day 4, which means we are on a new skill and each minute on the minute workout.
So this skill today is going to be something you guys probably haven't done before. Again, it's an absolutely crucify your abs if you haven't done it before. It's a gymnastic movement we use quite a lot. Again, it's quite a functional exercise for other bits and pieces you can utilise. Some of you might be into parkour and things, again, you can utilise for that kind of stuff as well. So parkour is that free running idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And then with our each minute on the minute, it allows you to really focus on the skill and get a little bit recovery before we move into the next movement.
Again, quite dynamic today.
Yes,
ballistic stuff.
it is. Very leg dominated today.
Yeah. And our quote today comes from Mother Teresa. She says, spread the love wherever you go. Let no one come to you and leave happier, any happier.
Without leaving.
Without even happier. So you want to be happy when you leave Mother Teresa, in other words.
Yes. Right, should we get warm?
Yes, let's get warm. Wrist circles, team. So we'll start with our wrists. Good old Mother Teresa. Spreading love all over the world. Elbows. So elbow circles 10 and 10.
Yeah.
Again, we've got a little more room on our new extension of our mats, so we shouldn't be able to hit each other today.
Shoulders.
Shoulder circles. We're going backwards, 10 reps. And we'll go forwards for 10. We'll give you a nice easy quote tomorrow, team.
One you can remember. Taps.
Yep, so a shoulder tap. Again, trying to get the elevation of the elbow, point the elbow towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside training. Some Shakiras. go across the body. A bit of lateral flexion, so you're probably maybe a little bit tender in that area.
Yeah, from yesterday.
From yesterday. That'll probably come through on Sunday for most of you, I suspect.
Yeah. Okay.
Give yourself a hug. Open that chest up. So we're utilising that chest a little bit on today's shoot-throughs.
We will.
I'm very excited to show you this new exercise team. Up and back, down and back, making yourself as tall as possible. Then our torso rotation.
This is a good one, especially after yesterday.
Yep. All those fans of Friends, remember to pivot. Hip circles.
So just to like recap, if you guys are only joining us today, this week we have been focusing on the core, haven't we?
It has been a core week. Down to those knees. And then change direction again.
Ankles.
One at a time. Change legs 10 again, other side. Enough room for the iron crosses.
Should we try synchro?
Just make sure you rely on your microphone.
Yeah.
Bit of adjustment team, sorry.
Let's go to you first.
Oh no, lost it. Go fix it.
So to you first.
Oh, we get to hold hands on the stage.
So brilliant one for the lower back, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to switch to the scorpion. So I'll let David do this one and I'll talk you through. So again, opposite foot to the opposite hand. And it's just a brilliant rotation for that spine. Good.
So we're using a lot of hip flex today, so we
Yes.
spend a bit of time making sure we are nice and warm on
Monkey
these
pose.
ones. With your monkey pose. So really open that hip up. Get prepared for those shoot-throughs.
Okay.
I think we'll do a little bit of work on the ankles, as well as doing some jumping in a moment. So ankles, hips and knees. Let's drop down to those elbows. So 2 elbows if you can, 1 elbow if you can't, or a hand on the floor. Wiggle the butts. Let's change legs. Monkey pose again. So it's hip flexor, hamstring.
So you want to try and straighten that front leg as much as it will allow you to really get that hamstring.
Let's down some circles. And down to elbows.
Brilliant.
Hold those shoes, butt down low, butt up high. I think we'll finish up with some arabesques.
Yep.
Let Anna do arabesque, she's a bit more effectively
Not
than
going
I
to
am.
fall over as much as you, David, am I?
So the arabesque, hands come down, feet come up. Try and keep a nice straight line through your body.
Perfect. skill time.
So if you guys want to grab some chairs or footstools, something that's reasonably high. Chair's probably ideal, because it's obviously a nice solid base, this exercise. The higher you go, the easier the exercise becomes. Probably not kitchen work surfaces, that might be a bit too high.
Yeah.
And make sure they're distance far enough apart. As a general rule, we would measure between our finger and our elbow as a rough guide, just to make sure you can fit through the gap.
Okay, so David's first going to perform a front support position. So remember, we've been learning about this hollow position throughout the weeks. So the weight is through the shoulders. Then he is going to lift. Oh, are you going to do a press up first?
I think we'll do a press up first.
Okay, we're going to do a press up first. We're going to add in a press up. Come back, shoot the legs through into a tricep dip. Shoot the legs back. So I'll let him do a fast one so you can see it all in one go. And let's just break this down again. So we're starting in a hollow position into your press up, which we have been through before. So you finish the movement. So if you just do the press up and finish the movement. Keeping the hollow, we lift the feet to shoot through, like a tuck. Now we go into a dip. So he's almost in a reverse hollow position. We're still keeping everything nice and tight, like your tabletop position. Dip, hips stay up, lift the knees to chest to shoot back.
Obviously, that's the full thing. So you guys are going to probably have to do maybe a scale version of that. The lower you go to the floor, the harder and harder that exercise becomes. Do you want to try some of the lower ones?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Anna being a bit more mobile than me, she can get a little bit closer to the ground. So sometimes, when we've been practicing these a lot, we'll try and do this from a couple of plates on the floor. There are gymnasts out there that can do this on the ground. So a push up, shoot the feet through, a dip, shoot the feet back. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few moments now to try a couple of reps to get used to the exercise. Adjust the heights of the movements. We're going to do a couple again and see how low we can go. That might be challenging for me. We'll see how we do.
Yeah. Have a
You
go.
hear me drag my feet across the floor and falling over? I think 3 each.
Yeah, go for it. So the main point is to stay nice and compact and tight. You really have to be able to get that momentum to shoot the feet through. Now, if the press up and the dip are too much, you can just go with the shoot through. So if it's too much with the press, we literally just focus on that hollow, tight. I shoot through, stay nice and tight, shoot back. Now, some of you might not have an elevated position, so you will use the shoot through that we have done on the floor previously for the workout, if you don't have a setup like this. Now, if I get Demo to demo that again.
Demo to demo it. Demo the demo. Here we go, team.
So your normal shoot through, front support, leg goes through, come back, other side. We have done this before, so this is your option if you don't have anything to elevate yourself on.
Still a very challenging exercise, particularly when you
Absolutely.
performed at speed.
But again, it gives you a skill to take away and keep developing over the next few weeks.
Exactly.
So don't worry if you haven't quite got it yet. So now we need to incorporate this into our Metcon today, which is an every minute on the minute. So your first movement is the shoot throughs with the press up and dip if you can, and you're going to do 4 in your
reps.
minute.
So 4 reps in a minute is going to be quite challenging. You're going to have some rest, but not a huge amount of rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it starts becoming too challenging, reduce the number of reps, maybe 3 or 2, or simply take the push up and the dip out.
Yeah.
So it's pretty straightforward.
And then your second move, we have a broad jump. Do you want to just go forwards and back?
Well, the idea is for us to do a nice long jump. So again, whichever space you have available, we're
Yeah.
trying to work to a broad jump, a long jump you can possibly manage. So these are roughly 3 meters, about a meter each. So it's roughly a 3 meter jump.
So a broad jump is you must start with 2 feet on the floor, you take off with 2 feet, and you land with 2 feet. So it's almost in your squat position. It's like almost a quarter squat for your jump is optimal. You don't really want to go too low because you will lose some of the power. and you want to help use your arms to move you forwards.
So
We don't
3
want to go
minutes
up,
is a
we
nice
wanna go
safe distance
forwards.
for us. It's
Yeah.
not, we could jump further, we don't want to jump off the edge of the mat.
So we're going to challenge you to try and do 8 in the second minute.
So again, 8 in a minute is going to be a good challenge. Making sure you focus on that length of the jump. Don't just make it a little jump, turn around, jump back. That's the wrong stimulus for today's session.
Then we have a lateral hop for minute 3. So, David, do you want to demo that?
So I'm going to give you 2 options of this again. Hopefully you guys can see the little partition in the lines on the mats. I'm going to give you option 1, with balancing on 1 foot, hopping over your lines.
Now, if
Very,
you're
very
doing that,
straightforward.
it will be 8 each foot.
Yep.
So 8 on each foot.
The second option gives you a bit more stability. I'm going to put my foot on the box or the chair, whatever you guys are using, and it's the same thing with a bit extra stability.
Again, 8 each foot, so it's 16 in total. Then we're going to repeat this for 12 minutes.
So do it 4 times
Yeah.
each movement.
So the faster you do it, the more recovery you have in your minute. As always, with each minute on the minute. So let's get ready, get your kit, get your space prepped. We're going to start with our first minute, which is your shoot-throughs, where you're performing 4, okay?
And we're doing it as a you go, I go, as per normal, so we can keep talking,
Yes.
keep you guys moving
Alternate
throughout.
rounds.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, shall I start then?
Athletes, 10-second warning, stand by, shoot throughs. We'll go for 4 repetitions. Make sure you scale appropriately so you complete the work. So push up, shoot through, dip, shoot back through. Again, try and make sure you get those knees up as close to your chest as you possibly can on the way back through, so you don't scuff the floor and topple over. So we're using that low box. That's 20 seconds so far. Looks like we'll have plenty of rest, or Anne will have plenty of rest. Very good, well done. You get a high five for that, that was good. 30 seconds worth of rest.
So you're on the jumps.
So I'm going to clear a bit of space because I'm going to make lots of noise now.
Yes. So you're going to attempt 8 jumps, 8 broad jumps.
So I'll apologise now if the camera starts vibrating when I start jumping around. 15 seconds, team, so stand by.
10.
A coiled spring ready to go.
Get ready, guys. And go. It's 1.
Oh, smash.
Drew's moving the mat, isn't he? I'm not heavy enough to weigh it down. 4. 5. 6. 7. 1 more. 8. Plenty of recovery. So it's 30 seconds then we're into our lateral hop. So I'm going to opt to go in and out of the line. So it'll be
That's 1
8
foot.
each leg.
So if you don't feel stable enough, make sure you use that second foot to balance with.
Absolutely.
So these kind of workouts, because they're so ballistic, they're okay when you're doing them. It's when you stop, you realise you created quite a big oxygen debt when you're out of breath.
3, 2,
Well done.
yeah. So with that one, it's a bit of coordination as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And having the strength in your ankle to support your weight.
So again, if we were training someone who's an elite athlete, we'd have them jumping over an obstacle, like a hurdle, a mini micro hurdle, so like a 6-inch hurdle. Again, used to bring that foot up.
So I think what you can do, if that felt okay, is move to 16 each leg this time, if that was okay. So, David, you're starting back on these. Set the boxes up.
I'll try the small one to begin with.
Yeah. So on the beep, we're back to the start with your shoot through in the variation that you have chosen.
10 seconds, athletes.
So with these, because there's only 4, really try and focus on staying tight and compact. Think about that hollow position. So David's having to really lift his legs up because it's quite low for him. So again, really utilising these abdominal muscles.
Ooh.
Oh, watch out.
Slippery.
Brilliant. Okay, so we rest until minute 2 again. Broad jumps.
So for 30 seconds worth of rest.
So I
It's
start
time
this
to get
end.
your heart rate's down.
Don't think I can jump as far as you.
Try and see if we get how close you get.
I'll try.
Power on the glutes. So 5 seconds, athletes, stand by. Broad jumps, looks like a max distance jump, safely. That's 2. So it's a quarter squat, utilising the power in the arms to help elevate that chest. And the same rules apply to when we squat, knees out, chest up when you land.
Okay. So David's on the hops. He's going to go for 16 each leg.
Yep. We've had our dumbbells, we jumped over dumbbells, didn't we?
Okay, get ready, guys.
So I'm utilising the join in the mat for my 16 reps.
And we're off.
1, 2, 5, 6. $15, 16.
Well done. So you might find your left and right ankle are different in strength levels, again, which is quite normal. You can see that David doesn't jump as high on this leg. So again, that's why we always work left and right. It's really important in training.
Bad knee that side.
Yeah, you can always see if there's something wrong with the body, with things like that. It will definitely highlight a problem. So we're back to the start again, to the shoot throughs for 4 reps.
Start of round 3.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Athletes, shoot through. So whether you're doing the full thing with the push-ups and the dips, we're taking the dips and the push-ups out, we're doing a shoot through on the floor, like our get-ups. When you shoot through, make sure you get that bottom nice and high. So don't collapse in the middle, make sure you keep that butt upright.
Brilliant. Broad jumps next. So can David jump further than last time?
Well, I can jump further, but I'll end up going off the mat. I'm gonna make it safe. I'm gonna destroy the set.
So we've got 8 jumps coming up.
So 10 seconds coming up. Basically a standing long jump really, 2 foot to 2 feet.
Yeah. Okay guys, 5 seconds. Try and be consistent this round. Try and hit the same distance. Good, it's 2. 3. 4. It always helps to kind of focus where you want to go with your eyesight, with your eye line. Nice.
1 left.
Brilliant work. That's good. So we have the lateral hops next. Then we've got one more round, I think.
One more round.
Yeah. Nearly there, guys. Doing really, really well.
So with the lateral hops, you count 1, 2, not 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I did in round 1.
Yeah, that's why I finished so quickly. 1, 2, 3. We got it. 16. Well done. So again, same kind of idea with the field of vision. Make sure you find that spot on the floor. Keep that focus there. If you start looking around the room, you probably won't be able to balance as well. I use my arms a lot to stabilise in these kind of movements.
So definitely there's a difference between my right and left leg.
Yep. And even just endurance-wise, you'll feel the difference between your muscular endurance. My background's in judo, so I used to spend a lot of time balancing my left leg. So my left leg balances better than my right leg balance. And my right leg has all the power.
Back to shoot throughs. Last time through.
A little bit further forward so don't jump off the mat.
A bit taller than me. Get ready guys in 3, 2, 1. Last time through. 4 repetitions. Try and finish off each of the movements before you start the next. Really good timing. Okay.
Boxes today.
Broad jumps next. Nice. So again, I'm just going to aim to be consistent.
10 seconds, athletes. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Final set of broad jumps. Walk to a distance that's challenging for you. Chest stays up, make sure to drive to the ground. This is a plyometric movement, a very dynamic movement to develop power. So that's a combination of speed and strength.
Done.
Well done.
Just the hops left. That one definitely gets your heart rate up.
Yeah. Again, that's that creatine phosphate energy system we're talking about,
Yes.
when you're anaerobic. So you're dipping into that phase. We've only got 10 seconds worth of energy. And that's why you're so out of breath afterwards, because you're trying to replenish those stores really quickly. This is more aerobic now. the hopping.
Okay, 10 seconds, guys. Last movement of the day. 5.
On
Okay,
the
let's
beat
go
team.
for it. So it does take a lot of focus. You see David's concentrating really hard. He's not
15,
talking.
16. At least my tongue's not sticking out.
Next leg. Oh.
And we are done.
Well done, guys. Amazing. I'll switch this off so it doesn't beep.
Virtual high fives for you guys. Well done.
Cool down time.
Cool down time. So we've obviously done a lot of stuff for your hips today, so we thought it was important for us to do our couch stretch. We're going to use a box each
Yep.
for our couch stretch. I'm going to do it side. I think Anne's going to do it facing you
Yeah,
guys.
I'll face on.
So using your chairs, whatever you guys are using, it's toe on the couch and upright. I'm squeezing my butt, keep my chest very up. I don't want to arch over back because I don't want to collapse forwards. Stay as neutral as I can. Nice straight line from my knee through to my shoulder.
So you should really feel that in the quad, front of the leg.
So I'm feeling like mostly here at the moment. My tendons are my quads.
Okay, let's switch legs.
So tomorrow it's test day. It's going to give
Yep.
a bit of an abdominal stretch out in a second as well to make sure we're ready for the
Retest.
retest of Annie.
Exciting.
So Annie's probably one that we might get a little bit faster on this round too. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely.
There's not a huge amount of skill involved, so it's not going to be a skills thing, it's just about pacing, understanding pacings.
Brilliant work, guys. Safely come away from the box.
So I'm going to give you a cobra. Down onto the elbows. Push those hips into the floor. Chest staying upright.
Feel that? You definitely will need this for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow will definitely be.
A lot of sit-ups.
Yeah. And those that need to enhance that stretch, come up onto the arms.
Full cobra.
Again, don't compromise your spine. This one to make sure you keep your spine neutral. You're not going to compress the vertebrae in your back. Squeeze the butt tight, push hips on the floor.
Nice. Just gonna sit back onto my heels just to realign.
And I've done quite a lot of jumping today. We're going to do a calf stretch. So you can do it upright against the wall, so pushing against the wall. We're going to use the boxes, a similar kind of thing. I'm going to go heel down, bend the knee.
If you don't have anything, you can just do copy me, go sideways on.
And I straighten my leg out, so my leg's now straight. So you've got two big muscles in your calves, your gastrocnemius and your soleus. Exactly the same to the side. Start with a bent leg, keeping my heel down. It's very much my Achilles. And soleus. Straighten the leg out. It's a major calf muscle, the gastrocnemius.
Whew, that was good.
Yes, well done team. You got a high five for that. Superstars. And virtual high fives for you guys. Really good work.
Yeah, amazing work. And like we said, we do have our retest tomorrow, but it is the last day of core week.
It is.
So exciting.
So enjoy the rest of your Thursday, whatever you may be up to. Normally it's a day in the gym where we have name the track, name the artist day. It's probably the most competitive day of the week for our athletes. It's good fun. Looking forward to that. Hopefully in July we can open the gym up again.
Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Have a great day, team.
Bye.